잔잔하기만 하던 온 나의 마음에 Quite suddenly 퐁당 또 퐁당 아니 풍덩 큰 돌을 던진 너 기다리고 기다리던 그 사람이 온 내 앞에 내 맘 어느새 일렁이는 상상병에라도 걸렸나봐요 아야 아파 아른아른거려 잠이 오질 않아 연락도 없는 밤 서럽기만 한나 눈 감아도 그대만 보여요 터질 것 같은 이맘 순간의 호기심은 아니에요 그대 아니면 난 안 돼요 내 생각을 하기는 할까 사랑 그 반대말이 뭔지 아나요 그건 무관심 어설프긴 해도 괜찮은 놈이에요 나 내가 그대라면 날 선택할 텐데 눈 감아도 그대만 보여요 터질 것 같은 이맘 순간의 호기심은 아니에요 그대 아니면 난 안 돼요
Love sick. I'm just grabbing a plate. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Saw someone in chat say, "What song is this?" Sorry guys, I put on anything because I thought I wouldn't be long, which I kind of wasn't. But yeah, I just played anything. I didn't expect it to be this soft, slow music that's still playing right now. Hi everybody, Betty Davis. Oh my god, thank you so much for the gifted. What a way to start the stream. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I don't have the scare cannon today. I put up this little note here. For anyone who's not familiar, if you gift 5 subs, the scare cannon goes off. And AB's not here right now. He usually sets it up for me, so no scare cannon. But nevertheless, I'm still so excited to stream. I missed you guys. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy week. I'm still kind of tired, but honestly, like, I look forward to these streams. First of all, what's it like being in your Fusi era? I don't know. I never thought of that. I never thought that that would ever happen or be a thing. But honestly, it's really cool. Like I said, I never watched Fusi before, but my sister was a fan. And I don't know. I just never expected this crossover to happen or for him to be just so sweet and so like, just so good-hearted. Like yesterday we went and played Top Golf with him and a few other people, and I thought it was like so sweet that he invited us. We don't really have like that many friends in LA. So yeah, I was just so excited and I had such a good time and it was amazing. I'm so jealous you got to hold Muffin. Oh, you saw that? Oh my god, yes, you guys. I was like literally looking forward to that. I finally got to meet Muffin. AB was saying that Muffin, because AB met Muffin before, and he said that Muffin is so small, like smaller than Shredder, and I'm like, what? There's no way. And yeah, after seeing her yesterday, Muffin is so small. Oh my god, she is kind of like about the size of Shredder. But yeah. I tell AB to try using a left-handed golf club next time. I think his swing will be better. That happened to me my first time too. I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I've literally never golfed like a day in my life. But yeah, it was really fun. You guys are saying Top Golf looked like so much fun. It really was. That's actually the place that like Ethan was talking about on the show. And like he loves that place so much. And after we went, I'm like, I see it now. It's like a really good hangout place. Even if you're not good at golf. But yeah, it was awesome. It was so sweet of you guys to go get him a McFlurry. Oh my god, yeah. So that was AB's like, oh, it's McDonald's right here. Let's just get him a McFlurry. I'm like, that's so sweet. So yeah, we did. And then we go and put him on the porch. And then he wasn't getting the message that they're on the porch now. And so I was cracking up. I see chat like blowing up, but I forgot what he was doing at the moment, so he wasn't looking at chat. And everyone was saying, go to the porch. And meanwhile, Evie's just like, oh my god. He's like, did I really just like put McFlurries on the porch, on Nadia's porch right now, and have them melt on her porch and make a mess? He's like, that would be my luck. I'm like, I swear that would be your luck. So Evie called him and told him. He said, I got you something for the morning. That's what Evie told him. So he still didn't go and grab them because his thinking is that it's for the morning, like Evie said. But what Evie meant is because he could just eat it in the morning since he was full now. But yeah, so he still didn't go. And it was just so funny how he was just going about his regular day, and all of chat is saying, go to the porch. The ice cream is on the porch. But yeah, what he's doing is just really, it's incredible to be live 24/7. I don't know how he does it. And also it's just such like a magical thing, like to have that relationship, with his audience. So I don't know. I was just so, I don't know the word, but like amused yesterday. It's all really incredible. It's all great stuff. Anyways, I just got back from work. I have a Monster drink. I was kind of tired, but still excited. And also I ordered a bowl from Boba Time. This one is so good. I don't know what this blue layer is, but it's so yummy. I wish I could explain to you guys. And then there's chia pudding and like a coconut kind of pudding. It's so good. His energy is incredible. No, totally. Like, I don't know how he does it. Oh, it's really good. But yeah, also, I had such a good day, you guys. Like, work was really fun. I got to go to another photo shoot with Ela. So I was vlogging that. And it's just so fun, like, getting to watch her do these things. And, like, learning so much from her. And just hanging out with her. Like, she's such an amazing boss. And I'm just so, like, even though my job gets so busy sometimes, it's like I'm so thankful. And it just, even, like, now, 3 years later, it still feels so surreal that I have this job. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just very thankful. Yay, photos. Oh, you'll see. It's gonna be, these are gonna be so cool. It's such an awesome feeling being able to end the day like that. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Thank you guys. I love your lips. Thank you. Thanks so much. I've been getting trolls sometimes in my comments. Someone commented on my TikTok today saying about my lips. They're like, oh, I wonder how your daughter is going to feel when her lips aren't as big as yours. And I'm like, that's kind of, it was a guy, obviously, that commented that. I'm like, it's kind of weird that you're wondering about my unborn daughter. KP Bradley, thank you so much for the gifted. And we haven't even started the content yet. Thank you guys. You're all so sweet. But for the most part, it's like the comments about my lips have just been so so positive. So thank you guys so much. That kind of weird question is that. It's just lips. I know, right? I don't know. People, it's like I never understood that about the internet. If people like, well, just generally, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it. That, yeah, but also like when you're scrolling through something, like if you don't like it, just keep scroll. Like if I see a video on YouTube or TikTok, whatever, I don't like, okay, next. Who has the energy? Who actually takes the time to stop and start typing up a mean comment to leave them? It's like, why? What is this doing? It's just making yourself look dumb. Tell you, remember what's been happening. Plus the mods are TTS. Okay. Okay, 90 Sega, we see you. People just throwing out that stuff is so lazy. Yeah, I agree. Powers of Peace, thank you so much for the subby. For 6 months. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yeah, happy to be here 6 months. You're such a kind person. Aw. You guys, my sister sent me a screenshot from my niece Dahlia's iPad. And so they're just chatting. Oh my god, where is it? I don't want to hold you guys up any longer. I'm so sorry. But anyway, so my niece was talking to her, texting my other little cousin, and anyways, her name is Bella, and Bella texted Dahlia, and she's like, guess what? Dahlia's like, what? She's like, Lena noticed me in a Twitch stream and said hi to me. And Dahlia's like, oh my god, yay. And Bella's like, I know. And I'm just like, oh my god, it makes me so happy. And about that, speaking of home, last thing, and we'll get started. So yesterday we got to meet Nadia and her sister, and also Kitty. Now it's come full circle. We actually got to meet Kitty. You guys, she is so nice. And I was kind of nervous at first because I didn't know any of them. And Kat's the type of person who's just so like, she makes everyone feel included. Like she'll go out of her way to talk to you if she thinks maybe if you seem shy or whatever the case. And I just really appreciated that. And she was just so genuinely nice. And I haven't met a lot of people like that out here. So that was so cool. I just had such a good time yesterday. I've been telling Avi like the drive home yesterday and then even this morning. I'm like, I had such a good time. He's like, good, I'm happy for you. But also, other than that, wait, what? They're all looking at a house now? Avi is yelling at Fuzi's chat? Why? But oh, so yeah, about Nadia and her sister. You guys, first of all, I've never met another Arab in LA, let alone ones that are from Dearborn, Michigan. That's where I'm from. And so like that was just like that was such a big shocker, and I was like over the moon. I felt like they were my family. It was just so amazing to find someone from because like it's hard to explain. It's like, yeah, I click with people out here, but they don't understand my background. Not that they have to. I just mean like it's just good to meet other people who get it. Like Dearborn is just like it's like its own bubble, I swear. So it's like a completely different world. So it just makes things here different for me. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, bottom line, I had such a good time and I'm so happy and life is good and I hope the same is for all of you guys. Because you guys are part of my happiness, honestly. Like, it's so nice to finish a long day of work and have something to look forward to when I come home. You click with people with similar upbringings. Exactly, Alana, thank you. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Thanks so much. I love you guys too. Okay, let's do it. So today, I figured we started this video last time and just like for a few minutes and then we didn't end up finishing it. It's called Mitchell's Blair's House of Horrors. It's not Michelle, it's Michelle. Okay, Michelle's House of Horrors. So let's just get back on that. Avi's on the phone with Kitty now? In real time? What? But anyways, yeah, that's so cool. You guys, she's just, like I said, just so nice. And I'm so glad I got to meet everyone yesterday. Is AB on the phone with Kitty? Oh, let's check. I don't know. They're live because how do you guys know? Let's check in with the fam. AB's such a sweetheart for trying to help Lucy. Why? What's happening? Oh, and Fuzi has 6K viewers right now. That's awesome. Okay, yes, here's Kitty. Oh, okay, one sec. Fuck, I don't have her key.
1 second, AB. Let me call now.
Yep. Okay, let me just play that while I wait.
I'll let you go. If you need anything, just let me know.
You're the best.
I
Thank you
missed
so
it.
much,
That's why I
guys.
love-
Listen to AB.
See you guys.
Bye. I'm sorry. I just have to have her come run out and give me the key really quick. I'm so sorry.
What are they saying in chat? They're saying wavy, but I don't know why.
Count it up. Count it up.
Count it up. Count it.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh no, I have not seen Barbie yet, but I heard that it's I heard that it was really good. Yeah, anyways. I just missed it. How was it hanging out with them last night? Hi, first time chatter. I was just I won't ramble on too much about it. I was just talking about it, but it was amazing. There are such a nice group of people, and I feel very thankful that we got invited, because I don't have a lot of friends out here in LA. But yeah, it was just nice of them to invite us, and I had such a good time. It's been a while since AB and I like went anywhere out at night. Usually we're just streaming every night, so it was nice to get some fresh air. Lena, you're coming to the grocery store with me. How come? Hi, Lena. Hi. So many first-time chatters. Welcome, everyone. Let's see what Kitty's up to. We see you, girl.
I think that we've cultivated majority positivity and.
Some of you are the people that don't want Yusuf to collaborate with Aiden Ross and secure a bag because you don't want him to move on and beyond you guys. You don't have his best financial interest in mind.
Thank you so much. Do you want to give it right back to her? Okay.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't have the context. And then just another thing about Kitty. I think that it's such a good thing that she's in Pussy's life. I don't know. I don't know if I have the place. I mean, have the place to say this, and because I just met her and him. But oh, EB's calling me. 1 second. Hello. Yes. Oh, they can't. Here, I'm gonna put you on speaker. He said hi, chat. Okay, what's up?
Hey everyone. I just want to give you a heads up. You may have some people, some children coming in to hate on you.
Oh no, what did I do?
Well, you didn't do anything, as always, because of me. Nothing. These fucking incels. They waited until Uzi's out of the car, and they fucking just went in on Kat, just like saying the nastiest shit. I can't believe it. Like I really I take for granted how good our chat is.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Like, dude, they are like, it's so disgusting. And I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go in there and I'll piss them off and I'll rile them up. They'll come at me for a little bit, but man, they should. But I'm just saying, they might look up my name and find you. So
okay,
just a heads up.
Yeah, I don't see any toxicity in the chat at the moment. So.
Good. And our chat's the best. They'll protect you either way. So.
Yeah, they would. Okay.
But yeah, I'll let you go.
What about you? When are you coming home?
I'm finishing this up. Everyone else is gone. I don't know. Maybe soon. I'll finish this up and I'll come through.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
See ya. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Seriously, chat, you guys are the best. As if I don't already say it enough, but really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. So let's do it. This is called Michelle's. I keep getting stumbling on the Michelle part. Michelle, I just keep thinking, okay, Michelle, but with the T instead. Hi, everyone, for the YouTube bot. Hi, everyone. This is Michelle Blair's House of Horrors by Explore With Us. Let's just do it.
4 appeared to be a dedicated and loving mother to the outside world, but a twist of fate revealed that not only was that a lie, but that she was also hiding an unimaginably disturbing secret in plain sight within her apartment. Michelle's lies came crashing down around her when she failed to pay rent for her East Side Detroit apartment. She was eventually served a court-ordered eviction notice. On March 24, 2015, a crew arrived at her apartment to carry out the eviction, only to find out that Michelle wasn't there. So they began moving her things out, including all of her furniture. In the living room where the family spent much of their time together, the moving crew found a large white freezer. When the freezer was opened, to the movers' horror, all of Michelle's darkest secrets were exposed. Because of this disturbing discovery, they immediately called the police. Michelle was eventually found at a neighbor's apartment where she was hiding with 2 of her children, but the other 2, 9-year-old Stephen and 13-year-old Stoney, were nowhere to be seen. Michelle was
This is
arrested and
awful.
brought in for questioning, where she shared the horrific story in graphic detail. As she was being led away by police, Michelle said to them, "I just want you to know I'm not evil. It was just an
Who
evil
are
act."
evil?
The following footage has been analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed attorney and former criminal prosecutor, a licensed clinical psychologist, and a former licensed professional counselor. It's important to note that the police department made some redactions to the following footage, but we added context throughout for your viewing. In order to protect the identity of the alleged victim, we will be referring to him as Michelle's youngest son and by the pseudonym Alex throughout this case.
Just water or pop or something?
Coffee? If you guys have any Vaseline, just small little.
I got no Vaseline.
Just water then.
Just water?
Try. Can I ask you a question? Is any way my aunt could be in here? She was an ex-police officer. I
Aw,
just want her to hear
13.
from me.
I love
That's
you.
how
We're talking to her. That's okay. Just have a seat, okay? We'll be right with you in a second.
An officer uncuffs Michelle and offers her water. Both are gestures of goodwill. These gestures are meant to keep her from shutting down and keep her comfortable to get her talking.
Just have a seat right there, I guess.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm gonna shut this door.
Michelle wears her hood pulled up, perhaps to hide from the situation and feel less exposed. The room is intentionally stark with nothing but a table and chairs. Michelle is very soft-spoken and cooperative. It's noteworthy that she was concerned about giving a message to her auntie. Michelle seems concerned to ensure that her auntie heard from her first. Michelle is left alone in the room for about 20 minutes. She scooted her chair back and moved herself further from the table, suggesting she's trying to distance herself from the interrogation before it's even started. While she waits, her hands touch her stomach, signaling that she may be feeling anxious.
Zulkaya, thank you so much and welcome, first time chatter. Just a heads up, guys, I'm gonna try to not pause and talk so much. And thank you, I'll try to type it out and stuff, but just for the YouTube VOD, I get comments sometimes saying it interrupts the flow when they're watching it, because when I keep saying thank you for the gifted, they said that specifically. They're like every 5 seconds, thank you for the gifted. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that kind of sucks. Because even, oh my god, Flips Parody, thank you so much for the gifted. You guys are so nice. Thank you all. But yeah, I do get some viewers sometimes asking if I post the VOD, so for them to watch it later, I feel like it'll be easier if I'm not like constantly interrupting. Ruth, thank you so much for the subby for 4-month streak. Thank you. You also, before I get back into it, I want to say today on set there was one of the people there. She was like wearing all Teddy Fresh, and it was really cool. So me and Ela went and talked to her, and I got her in the vlog a little bit too to talk about like what she does for that company, that whatever it is that we are doing. But anyway, so it turns out she was a big fan, and also she watches our streams. She's part of the Starkiller team, and she said that yeah, her and her husband watch all the time. So Kayla, if you are in here, I said I'd give you a shout out. I love you. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you today.
And is seeking comfort, which is understandable for someone sitting in an interrogation room. She sits extremely still for several minutes, which may indicate that she's very focused and possibly preparing what she's going to say. Although some dismiss body language analysis as pseudoscience, it's used by the FBI and CIA during interrogations. When the CIA is interrogating an individual, they look for clusters of 3 or more indicators that occur in either quick succession
Okay, body
or all
language
at
analysis.
once. These indicators can be signs of discomfort or uncertainty in what the individual is stating, rather than indicators of deception.
These indicator things really trip me out because, like, okay, look for clusters of 3 or more indicators that occur in either quick succession or all at once. I move so much and so randomly. So if someone was analyzing my body movements to come up with some kind of statement or to prove something, like, they'd be so off. And I would just be guilty. They'd find me guilty.
It's extremely important to note that you cannot
Thank you,
detect deception
not
through body
DEA.
language analysis alone.
I love you. I love you.
This is the second time she's whispered, "I love you, Alex," which is the name of her youngest son. She may be feeling worried about when or if she's going to see him again.
Hello. I'm Officer Diaz. What homicide? You doing okay? Got some water? Yeah. Okay. Did you eat today? I'm okay. You okay? Okay. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind, okay? Can I ask you one? Sure. My aunt and my kids still here? You know what? I can't answer that right now. But I can find out. As soon as we're done, I'll make sure you know all that information, okay? I just really want to tell my aunt her face. Because I created a big distance between her and she honestly never did anything but love us. And I created that distance for her so I can hide it. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, Madison, we started this case last time, but we didn't end up finishing it.
Mm-hmm. So she thinks that I'm mad at her and don't love her.
I'll make sure you.
And that's not the case.
You just want to make things right.
I just want her to know that for her. Okay. Because she loves me so much. She don't have kids.
Okay.
And I do that to her, and I remember her face.
Okay. Let me. I gotta take care of this first, okay? And then you can tell me anything you want to take. But I got some administrative things that I gotta let you know about, like your constitutional rights.
The officer stops her as she needs to Mirandize her before she implicates herself, and without hearing her Miranda rights, any statement she makes may be inadmissible. The officer has Michelle read the Miranda warning out loud to show that she's literate. It's imperative that the officers make it clear that the suspect is Mirandized properly, which means they were both informed of and understood their rights before agreeing to waive them. Despite the police never making it seem this way, you're waiving serious constitutional rights, and the courts take this very seriously, so it must be done properly.
Did you graduate high school?
No.
Up to what grade of schooling do you have?
What? Fuzi just turned the stream off? Let's check in.
You woke up in the middle of your sleep.
Oh, I see.
You walked to my bed. You
What?
whipped your
What,
dick out
Fuzi?
and you started pissing on it. I had a problem, dog. This is early. This is early. If you read my book, you hear about the story when I got knocked out at a fraternity party, sent to the hospital, didn't even remember the next morning. That's what got me to start FouseyTube. I'll tell y'all that. Actually, I want to read y'all that in my book, so I'm not going to tell you the story.
Oh, yeah, Fairy Bong Mother. That's what Avery was saying. He told us that his chat is very
I want to
toxic.
read y'all the chapter in my book.
Is that why he called in? Oh my god, no. What are they doing? Oh, he's back. Hey, friends.
I don't know what's going on today. I don't know how this happened. We have the most supportive community. We got G7 times H3.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this happened because I don't think I did it because I think I've been curating a good audience. But let's get back to the positive vibes. Let's get some G7s in chat. Let's get some G7s and H3s in chat.
I don't know why I keep saying chat. Oh, there we go.
AB, thanks for being in the rescue when I wasn't here.
Yeah, no problem. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. But I'll let you guys go. Just don't feed the trolls, you know?
Okay.
All right, brother.
All right.
Bye, Abby. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
W.
I was literally in the meeting getting texts from
What
everybody.
did somebody
I got
say
text
something
from
mean to
Rita,
Kat?
Ryan, Juliet, and Nick. All of them. Nick said, yo, it's a mess, bro. Da-da-da-da, go. Juliet said,
Jen said, Fuzi doesn't need the
And then
negativity.
Burrito Line
He
said-
really won me over on the pod. That's what a lot of people were saying too. It was very wholesome.
she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't want to mute because it's your stream. They're telling her to stop talking through TTS.
They're being super rude to Kitty, Nick Webb says. Nadia and Pussy, he's losing it about all the TOS. Oh my god, that's just so sad to hear. We'll check back in. Back to Michelle. Michelle!
I want to say 10th, maybe.
The officer is professional but not particularly friendly. She's a little gruff and serious, but that appears to just be her personality and not intentionally related to the interrogation. The station likely sent a female officer to speak to Michelle, as they may have felt that she'd be more open when speaking to another female.
Do you know if my kids' names were released on the news yet?
Ma'am, I've been in here,
I
so
don't think the dad knows. Yeah, and I was trying to keep it. I gave them the number and everything.
To who?
To their dad. His dad, you know.
I'm just gonna ask you some quick questions, just about you, basically. What's your first name?
Michelle. M-I-T.
M-I?
M-I-T. C-H-E-L-L-E.
The officer is getting background information to try to get her used to talking. Once a suspect begins talking, it's harder for them to stop. It's always important to begin with
That's how I
questions
am.
that they will be more open to answering instead of jumping right into the facts of the crime. This also helps to build rapport. The officer likely has most of this information already, but wants to get more specific details and also wants to get a sense of how candid Michelle may be. She may also be trying to ascertain her competency regarding criminal responsibility due to the nature of the crimes and the possibility that Michelle has mental illness.
What color is your hair? Can you put your hoodie down?
I have any hair.
Okay.
Dark brown.
Okay.
But you just put brown.
Bring your hoodie down. Yeah, just leave it off. Yeah. Are you cold or something?
No, it's just, look at my hair.
You feel like
Just
it?
sitting here with my head, you know.
So you said,
I'm
okay.
just so used to being.
You have any body scars?
I have tattoos.
What's on your chest?
Trust no one.
What's it say?
Trust no one.
What's on your back?
Something ridiculous.
Like what? Is it wording or a picture?
Wording.
What's it say?
I have to tell
What
you.
did it say again? Benny
Yeah,
something?
It's ridiculous.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you.
I got this covered up.
Randy Records, thank you.
Stephen Barry.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm right here.
What's that one?
Just the kids' names.
Awkward. Really freaking awkward.
This is it's for their dad's name, but I cross it out.
Okay.
Asking general questions that are easy to answer may help put Michelle at ease before the actual questions relating to why she's here begins. It will also help the interrogator establish Michelle's baseline and observe her behavior when she knows her answers are truthful. This will help her dissect Michelle's responses and body language later and gauge if she is being honest. The officer asks her about her tattoos. What someone permanently inks on their body can be very telling about who the person is. Michelle has "Trust No One" tattooed on her chest. This
Don't
provides
judge
a lot
her
of
for
insight
it.
into her mindset. I typically don't like to make any definitive conclusions about tattoos because people choose words or phrases for different reasons. But it seems that this type of phrase might be significant. It could indicate that Michelle has had a tough past with a limited support system, or she's been betrayed by people close to her that she should have been able to trust. Michelle is embarrassed about the tattoo on her back, but still shows it to the officer, which
Let
proves
go,
she
let
has
God.
a respect for authority and will likely continue to be cooperative.
Do you have any amputations?
No.
Do you use any narcotics?
No, what do you mean? Like drinking?
No, like drugs, illegal drugs.
No. I've smoked weed before. I have no idea where he is, his number, or anything. I don't talk to him, and honestly, I don't talk to my mother.
Michelle is estranged from her immediate family, which is something that could indicate a problematic personality or possibly a dysfunctional childhood or family life. It's likely that her support system is limited,
Hi, 33
which is
MT,
problematic
thank you.
as she's a single mother with incomplete education, and she likely needs help. The lack of relationship with her parents could also indicate, like the "Trust No One" tattoo implies, that she's been betrayed by the people she should have been able to count on in her life.
I'm not acting.
And how many sons do you have?
One, I had two.
Your daughters?
I had 2 girls and 2 boys.
What's your daughter's name?
Oh my
How old
god.
is she?
She's 17. She stay with you? Yes. She got a phone number? No, no phone. She's here. Okay. You got a boyfriend or spouse? No. What's your ex, the father that...
Also, guys, I just pinned the Discord at the top if you want to join there so you can get notifications for either mine or AB streams. Thank you.
Is that your ex-boyfriend? Yeah. So you have 4 children altogether? Yeah. None of them are in school? No. Where are your other 2 kids, Stoney and Steven? At my house. At the old house. Where in your house are they? Freezer. Who put them in there?
Michelle lowers her voice but bluntly answers. Her lowered tone indicates shame, but she says this with no real emotion otherwise.
Freezer.
Oh.
She's forthcoming and appears to be willing to tell the truth right away, which is somewhat unusual in interrogations.
How did it come to that where she just like did something so evil, so monstrous, and then she just said it so casually, like no remorse, no nothing.
Of blaming anyone else for putting the children in the freezer, she's taken responsibility for that part of the crime right away. When the moving crew first opened the freezer, they found a teen.
We don't know what she did exactly yet, but 2 of her kids were found dead in a freezer in their home.
Teenage girl's frozen body inside. She was completely naked and covered in frost except for a large black plastic bag that was placed over her. Her head was pressed against the inner side of the freezer wall where there were bloodstains next to her face.
There is so much like danger in the world. Like the world is so unsafe. You expect that when you're home, everything is fine. Like that's your safe space. These kids didn't stand a chance. Like, how sad is that? The most evil you'll experience is in your home.
A long piece of black fabric, possibly a silk scarf, was still fastened around her neck, and there were notable injuries to her throat, her right cheek, right brow, her bicep, and her chest.
Oh my God.
Under the girl were several blankets, but because her body was frozen to the side of the freezer, only a portion of the blankets could be cut away. But the police were able to cut a hole, which revealed another frozen body hidden under the first. This one, a preteen boy. Neither body was able to be removed from the freezer, and instead, the entire thing was sent to the Wayne County Medical Examiner.
Why did you do that? Because they were... Along with the other thing. When you say they, who are you referring to?
Michelle alleges that 2 of her children, Stephen and Stoney, were inappropriately touching and assaulting her youngest son, Alex. It's important to note that none of Michelle's claims about Stephen and Stoney have ever been substantiated, and her allegations could certainly all be fabricated. If this is true, this behavior is extremely disturbing, and why her older kids would do this to their sibling would need to be explored. Behavior like this shows signs of extreme trauma, mental illness, or as behavior that may have been done to them, as kids will often do to others what was done to them. It's extremely rare for children to assault their sibling without them being victims of this kind of abuse themselves, especially when they're this young. Since Michelle's report of Alex being abused by his 2 siblings was never substantiated, this point in the interrogation could really just be the beginning of Michelle's fabricated story. A story that she either knows is a lie, or a story that she is convinced herself is true. Maybe Michelle is delusional. Maybe this fabricated story has helped her cope all this time with what she did to her own children. Delusions serve many purposes. Oftentimes, it helps the affected person escape a painful reality.
Whoa, so many first-time chatters today. Thank you, guys.
With fear, guilt, or shame.
And I didn't find out it was going on, but it had been going on for years. In diapers.
It seems highly unlikely that if this were true, Michelle wouldn't be aware of this occurring. The child would have very obvious injuries. In addition, this family all lived together with their mother in a small home, not attending school, and she wasn't working. It would be very difficult for kids to do the alleged actions routinely and for years without her knowledge. Michelle is either extremely neglectful, in denial, or not being fully truthful about her awareness of this situation.
How did you become aware that he was getting... when I came home one day, was basically saying, "Come look what you're doing." He wasn't doing it by the time I went in the living room, but she said, "Show mom what you was doing." So he had two little wrestle men.
Michelle describes
she's
how her
really gonna
son
make
was
up these
using the
6
two
stories
dolls
right
to
now?
show her the inappropriate things his siblings were allegedly doing to him before moving on to the topic of when this first happened.
When was this? This was a while ago. This incident didn't just happen. When you say a while ago, was it a year, 2 years, a month? Around there. Around where? Year or two. I don't know why he acted it out like that. It's just, I don't want nobody to think that anything's wrong with my son. You get what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong. No, nobody's making any judgments. I just want you to tell me what happened. Nobody's passing any judgments. I know, because like to read it, when they read, they're not going to understand. Like, no, listen. That's why I want to record exactly what you tell me, okay? So nobody's passing any judgment on your son or on you or anybody, okay? We just want to know what happened, okay? Okay. So just feel comfortable telling me what happened. Okay. I want you to make nothing up or think about how it's going to look. I just want you to tell me so we can help you, okay? And we can help your son if he needs it.
The officer tries to ease her concerns about how this will sound, so Michelle continues to talk and is as honest as possible.
Just finished watching Ela's new vlog. It was great, Lena. Oh my god, thank you so much. I mean, it's not my video, so it's not me to thank, but I mean, yes, Ela did great. Her content is always it's really good. And Avery, I don't think he's in the chat right now, but his editing, beautiful, amazing. And he does it so quickly too, so we're so thankful for him.
Possible. She frames it by saying they want to help her. However, the officer is not there to help Michelle. Michelle sounds a bit more distressed here. She's more emotional now than at any other point throughout the interrogation so far.
And after he told me, he had to keep his face, and I said, "Anybody do that to you?" And he said, "No." And then he put his head down and he said, "Yes." I said, "Who the f-? You know what I mean?" I was upstairs. So I went upstairs with him, and I asked him, "Was you your brother or your effing brother? Was you your brother?" And so you asked somebody did that to him? Yes. So I'm like, "Why are you playing like that?" I told him, "That's nasty as hell. Why are you playing with that?" And I said, "Did somebody do that to you first?" He said, "No." And he had his head on and he said, "Yes." And I asked him who, and he said, I just went straight upstairs with him, well, all three of us. And I'm asking, and he said, "No, he's lying." I'm like, "No, I'm not." You know, so I'm looking at the both of them. And I said, "What?" Because I'm not understanding. It was just, you got to understand, I was a lot younger than too. It was like over a year ago. And he had to be quiet about all this time. So when he's telling me, he's getting loud. And he's like, "Yes, he did. Yes, he really did this to you. Why didn't you tell me?" "Because they said they was going to kill me and beat me up."
No. This sounds like a made-up lie from an adult. This doesn't sound like something that would be coming from a kid.
I told him to tell me the truth before I beat the hell out of him. And he says, "Well, I on him, but that's it." And then he said, "No, it's not." I just remember walking out the room. No, I mean, I remember everything else. I'm just saying, it's like, I couldn't say I wasn't like I wasn't out of my mind. You understand? When do you think this was?
Guys saying be prepared, it gets much worse. How the hell does it get worse than this?
Roughly 2 years ago. What did you do at that point? I sat on the floor for a while by the edge of the door. And I just remember I kept going, "What the f-?" And I told my man, I said, "Tell me the truth." You say you went outside and sat on the floor? No, I went in the hallway. Like, okay, I was in his bedroom when we talking to him about all this because that's where he was at. And I just stepped like in the hallway between the door and, you know, like the threshold. And I sat on the floor and I'm looking at them like, "What the f-? This is your brother, you know?" So I asked, "Are you telling the truth?" And the way he was crying, he just wouldn't stop talking. He said, "Yes, you do."
Okay, so because there's a few new viewers, just to bring everyone up to speed, this woman is being brought in for questioning because in her home, in the basement freezer, they found the bodies of 2 of her children, little children. And she's admitting, I guess, to putting them in there or hurting them because she claims that they were assaulting they have a younger sibling too. She has like the youngest child. She claims that they were assaulting that child and touching him inappropriately. Just so disturbing and just all around so sickening. Everything going on. I hope this brings you up to speed. So yeah, right now she's just trying to explain that. The detective is asking her questions about her assault claims.
My bed. Look, they did this to him every day, every night. What did you do after that? Did you take any physical action towards, not just shit? And then I just closed the door, and I just kept looking at him. I said, I can't believe you. I took him downstairs because he was telling me more and more stuff, and it was not making sense. It's just, I got through telling me everything. I went back upstairs, and I opened the door because I fully believed him, and I know that's what he had did. He told me things that, after finding out, now it makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
No, we don't
It's
get
like
you,
certain
Michelle.
things, I'm like, what's wrong? Or he crying, or he fell off the bunk bed, and I'm fussing at him, take toys away from him. It's like I'm fussing he didn't even do. What did you do when you went back upstairs? I punched him. I just started punching him. I just kept punching him. At what point did you stop punching him? Oh, no, that's not how I stopped punching him because he looked up and he said, okay, I'm ready to tell the truth.
After she says that Stephen admitted he was ready to tell the truth, Michelle opens up both hands quickly and turns down her mouth. This body language may indicate that she's seeking approval from the detective, or as if she's saying, see, I told you.
I said, this is what you did then? He just said yes.
So awful.
I punched him again.
Although it's possible that Stephen did abuse Alex, it's also possible that he falsely confessed only to escape the punishment. It's convenient for Michelle to report that she supposedly got a confession out of Stephen because she might believe that this adds validity to her story of the alleged abuse towards Alex.
Let me ask you this. Okay. How long been in the freezer?
Oh no, oh no.
2 years. Almost 2 years. You said almost 2 years or 2 years? I want to say 2 years.
Wait, is she talking about like the assault? How long did she think that was going on for, or how long they were in the freezer?
How long have you been in the freezer? About a year. She died when? On May 25th. Of what year? Last year? It would have to be. I'm just a blur.
This was apparently her daughter, who Michelle stated died May 25th, but was unable to recall the year. Michelle then said that the other child was killed August 30th, 2012. Despite it all being a blur, she was ultimately able to remember the dates. It's shocking that no one reported either child missing, and shows the isolation these children must have been living in for no one to notice they were missing for so long. Michelle must have been lying about where they were, or they had very little, if any, interaction with other people. One of her neighbors eventually came forward to speak with investigators, and she explained that Michelle told her she'd made Stoney and Stephen move away to live with their aunt because they'd been doing mean things to Alex, such as taking food away from him. As well, one of Michelle's friends was interviewed by police, and he stated that any time he asked about where Stoney and Stephen were, Michelle told him that they were upstairs in their room or at an aunt's house. According to Alexander Dorsey, the father of Stoney and Michelle's surviving oldest daughter.
No, Jenny, don't say that. He said, I can't imagine the horror those poor kids went through in their short lives. Like, it's just such a sad reminder. They're so young. Like, life in general is just so short. But this, like, really, so, like, what have you even experienced at that point? Nothing. All they know is pain.
When he asked about Stoney, She also gave the same answer that she was living with an aunt. Apparently, these explanations were enough to keep people from asking more questions about where the two children were, because no one seemed to realize they were gone.
How did you... I can't, like... I was holding him when he died.
After she's asked how Stephen died, Michelle's hands go from being open to in tight fists. Generally, the more space between someone's fingers, the more relaxed they are. As someone's stress increases, the fingers instinctively close. Having one's hands balled up as Michelle does indicates high stress.
Just holding him. What caused him to die? I didn't ask you what you were doing. I asked you, how did your son... I don't know. What I'm saying is he died from...
The officer's tone is noticeably harsher when she confronts Michelle with the fact that she didn't directly answer the question she was asked. This asserts her authority and control over the interrogation.
From what I inflicted on him, but it wasn't... He didn't die right then. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I couldn't tell you specifically what happened inside. Well, you say you afflicted on him. What did you afflict? I was punching him. So you say you don't know what caused him to die? No, I know I did. What I'm saying is, I don't know specifically what was going on in his body. You get what I'm saying?
You get it, detective?
There's some things that we can... I don't want Ron to know because she'll feel bad and it's not her fault in any way.
This is very heartbreaking.
It's just me and you talking. Okay. Well... Like I said, my aunt loved us, but after it happened, I called her. She was mad at me because, you know, it's just she wanted me to get my life together, period. Okay? So I called her and I asked her if anything happened, you know, you take the kids. She was like, Angel, you've always leaned on me, which I do, and she's tired, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of kids, that's definitely not. She was saying is just get yourself together. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't want her to like hear that and think, oh my God, if I wanted to tell her, but I'm like, what did you want to tell her? Out everything, because you know she was a cop. She's the first person I called, and I couldn't even say it to her.
The officer is relatively non-responsive to Michelle. She's giving a confession without any hesitation, and therefore the officer just needs to listen and ask follow-up questions. Interrogation techniques so far have not been needed. Most suspects are not this candid about their crimes, and at the very least will try to claim the killing was an accident. The officer's trying to refrain from any reaction to what she's hearing so that Michelle doesn't feel judged.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you still haven't... I asked you the question, how did your son die? Okay, so you did something. I need you to tell me specifically what it was. So you just punched him?
Hollywood?
Like, just punching him to keep him at, yes.
The officer tries to get Michelle back on track as she's not making much sense and seems to need to be redirected back to the relevant issues.
I mean, what did you do? You punched him? Basically everywhere. I choked him. With your hands? Yes. That's not how he died. What else did you do? I'm saying, so you punched him everywhere, you choked him. What else? I mean, you want to come clean, right? You want to get this off your chest. It's just me and you talking. Okay, nobody's here to judge you.
All of us are.
No, it's painful. Is it painful to you? No, it's evil. It's evil what you did? Is it evil?
Whoa! Hold the phone. Native Hollywood. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subbies. I appreciate that. And oh my God, Derek Runs, thank you for the 10 gifted. You guys. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Even with no scare cannon, you guys are gifting. Thank you. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Shout out to everyone who just got gifted. I know, so cool. And Derek Runs, as always. Seriously, thank you so much. You've been a big supporter of mine from the very beginning. And really, I appreciate you so much. Yes, let's go!
So you're judging yourself.
So exciting.
When the officer sees Michelle freeze up, she tries to get her talking again by making it seem like this is just a conversation between the two of them. In reality, it's being recorded and will be shown to judges, lawyers, and jurors if necessary to obtain a conviction. The officer gets her to admit that what she did was evil, to show Michelle understands right from wrong. This is a legal requirement to be held criminally accountable for one's actions.
Because I love them.
You love them, okay?
Come on, man. That's how I feel. Like, y'all know. Anybody who know me know about my kids. And it's like, and then turn around, all this time I'm keeping y'all away from everybody else. And it's y'all. It's like amongst yourselves. There's no other outsiders. There's no outsiders that ended up hurting y'all. And that's the one thing I've always been worried about in my life. Because that's what happened to me. That's why I don't talk to my mother. You know? They didn't do anything when shit happened to me.
We're gonna get to that, but I need you to take it off your chest, and I need you to tell me what you did. You told me some stuff, but
like a bathtub, right? Hot water. And I did like this. I stood him in there.
In the hot water?
Yeah.
No, did you
got right back out?
Did you run the hot water first and then dump him?
What do you mean?
How?
I grabbed him in
Well,
the bathroom
she's really
talking.
spilling all the tea about her disgusting, horrible, monstrous crime.
And then I'm asking him, like, why are you doing? He says, I hate him. And it's okay. We're just talking about it, and I got the hot water on. And I'm still talking to him, but it's like I'm threatening him. And I didn't plan on doing it, but I did it. It's like, I can't explain it to you.
So you turned the hot water in the bathtub?
Yes. And if you don't tell me everything, and tell me exactly why, and just everything, like what you've been doing.
Did you put him in the bathtub?
I stood him up in there.
You stood him up in there?
Yeah. So his feet got really messed up. It was basically a rotation of that, punching him, just hurting him. He's skinny.
How long did that go for?
In total, after I found out, he was in there 4 or 5 days. And I made him stay in his room. I took him food because I didn't know what to do. So I called my aunt first to see, but I ended up, I guess, checking out, and I didn't tell her. She knew nothing of what was going on.
Michelle admits to premeditation and how she harmed and burned her son over a number of days. She wasn't acting in the heat of the moment when she was informed about the assault, which makes her guilty of first-degree murder. This admission was only after the detective insisted and kept asking Michelle what else she did.
He started telling me everything, He said he said he took his dad away from him. It's just a lot of things. Like, we talked for a really long time, and he just told me a lot of stuff, and I just had to go downstairs.
The stuff that her oldest son told her may have been true. However, it's also quite possible that it was made up and was just his attempt to stop the torture. He may have felt like if he just admitted to his mother what she already suspected and believed was true, that she would stop punishing him. He'd already tried denying the abuse, but that didn't work, so he may have been trying another tactic in the hopes of getting a different result.
This is so sad. He's such a cute kid.
After that incident...
You guys, my heart can't take it. Can't take all these true crime cases with children. It's not fair.
Does Stephen die? How long? Okay, so you beat him up the one day, right? And then 5 days go by, you beat him up again?
No, because this makes it. The hot water was the night before, the afternoon before. I was around 1 something in the afternoon.
So, are you telling me?
Yes, more adult cases
what
after
exactly did you do this?
Basically, that day when I found out, I messed him up. He was still walking around functioning. He was just in that room. And then the more and more started telling me throughout the days and everything he remembers since he was eating Cheerios.
The officer gets Michelle to admit he passed away after the extensive abuse, to show she had ample opportunity to get him help if she regretted her actions, but she chose not to.
I've been calling around to see what to do when I asked the police. When I asked the police, when it's two brothers, I put it in this.
Sorry. Omni Garrett, thank you so much for the sub, 4-month streak. And first time chatter. Hi Lena, first time here. I love you on H3 and I watched the video you and AB made recently of how you met. It was amazing and I cried a couple of times. I can't tell you how many people have told us that, and it's just so sweet. I'm so happy that you guys love our story as much as I do. And yeah, I want to say thank you and welcome.
Scenario as somebody else's situation, and if one brother was in the other one, can y'all take the little one to jail even though he's a minor?
Why would they take the little one to jail?
Not jail, but like juvenile.
Calling the police suggests that she may have had some conflicting feelings about what she was doing. However, these doubts weren't enough to stop her from continuing. After hearing Michelle's hypothetical, the police should have at least come out to investigate the situation and speak to the children. A simple welfare check may have saved their lives.
Yeah.
This case shows many flaws in the system. And sadly, this isn't the only example of a missed opportunity to save these children's lives. Back in 2005, the Michigan State investigated Michelle for allegations of child neglect. At that time, her eldest child would have been around 5. The claims of abuse must have been somewhat substantiated because Michelle was referred to counseling, but her children were not removed from her home.
Oh, I'm trying to get a timeline here, because you do these things to him, right? How long do you do these things? You assault him, you put him in the water. How many days go by before he dies?
I want to say no more than a week.
The officer goes back over the entire story Michelle is told to solidify her story and make sure it's clear and the timeline is explicit. When things occurred, it's important to show premeditation and to show the long and serious suffering her children endured. Michelle sits in silence as the detective continues writing. At this point, she's sitting with her head down.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I know it's not a very time, but let's just check in on Fuzi really fast. Are they paused? Oh, they're not.
Let me turn off the AC on my end.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody.
Maybe the emotional exhaustion
Yeah, it's
of the
always nice to switch
interrogation
there
is
for a
starting
palate
to really
cleanser.
set in.
So you said the first day you punched him several times. The second day you didn't touch him.
No.
But the third?
The second day I was like throwing up and was really, I had been drinking vodka, like from the first day period, and I basically couldn't get up.
You say you was throwing up?
It's like when I get up, maybe I would have went back in there, but...
Did you say you were throwing up?
Yeah, the only reason I didn't go, honestly, only reason I didn't go back in that second day, because every time I got up, I'm throwing up, and I'm sick, and
But then the third, the fourth, and fifth day, you continue. The following days, you continue to assault them. Is that correct?
Drinking.
But did you continue?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do? The same thing?
I heard Luna. Thank you so much and congratulations. Wishing you a safe delivery. Happy to be back watching do true crime. It's my favorite thing. Thank you guys all so much for all the kind words. I couldn't have done it without you.
Typically, when these sorts of horrific crimes occur, the perpetrator is often under the influence or had been using substances close to the time the crime occurred. She also said she was throwing up the second day of the abuse, and the only reason she didn't continue abusing her son the second day is because she was feeling sick.
Yeah, and it was like, this is how it went, like, I'll talk to him for a second, and he'll say something, and I'll start punching him, and I'll stop, and then I'll start talking to him again, and then it was like no answer he gave was...
Who witnessed this?
Last time. That really sweet first time chatter came in to say that they loved the love story on AB's channel. And then Native Hollywood said, "Where is it? Don't choke up now, Lena." Oh, it's heartwarming. It's a heartwarming story, absolutely. And And so Alana said that's totally out of context for anyone who's just joining the stream because of what we're watching. That's funny.
Stony. And who else? Was downstairs, but she witnessed. Stony and... Yes, well, she was downstairs, but you mean me doing this to Steven?
Oh my God, Betty, you're so right. I'd hate to be someone she hates if this is how she treats people she loves. She's just an awful human being.
Yeah, she saw me punching him. Saw you punching him? Yes, both of everybody.
Oh, she. Hi. Thank you so much for the gifted.
It wasn't the first day though, because I had told her to go downstairs with the girls. But at one point, yeah, they did. Everybody saw that.
Michelle now admits to someone witnessing her assaults on her son, which will be useful to corroborate her admission. If the witness was a minor, she'll also be charged with endangering the welfare of a minor. A child witnessing abuse is extremely damaging to them mentally and emotionally.
At what point do you put Steven in the freezer?
Oh my God.
When I came back in the room, he says, I just throw up. Say that again? So when I came back from, he says I have to throw up. So I walk him to the bathroom. He didn't throw up, and he says I have to poop. He didn't poop. So I just took him back in the room, and he laid back down. And his breathing was it sounded weird. It was just, and I put my hand right here on his chest, and his heartbeat was like, it was crazy. I put my ear up to it, and it was like, he's just like, he's going like this. So he was fading out? And I tried to do CPR on him. You tried CPR on him? I tried. While he was still alive? No, when he started looking like that and started doing that. So did he stop breathing when you tried CPR? No, he stopped before that. So he stopped breathing and you tried to do looking CPR? At him and he's going... Okay. So what did you hear it no more? So I'm just looking at him like, oh my God. And then, like, the food I had gave him, I had to feed him.
Oh my God, this lady is so awful.
He told me his stomach hurt and he didn't want to eat. And I'm like, you're going to eat, you know. This was the night before. He said, have some pizza or something like that. And I'm like, no. I actually told him, you can't have no pizza. So I'm giving him a little healthy choice. The smart choice is beef stew. Now, I just know I was trying to do it, and I smelled it. I saw carrots.
You guys, that is so sad. Like, my mom always just say, like, it's so haram if a kid asks you for food and you don't give them. Like, even if you don't have what they want, like, if they're hungry, like, you need to feed them. And this, she was saying, because we had a little neighbor, this little boy, he always used to just, like, come to our house. Like, really early in the morning, come in, and he'd come in the basement, play Nintendo, and then he'd ask one of us for cereal. And at this time, our families didn't even know each other. We just know he was, like, our neighbor from a few houses down. And so, like, sometimes we would just be annoyed. It's, like, so early in the morning. We don't feel like putting ourselves breakfast yet. And then this little kid is asking you for cereal. And then my mom would get so mad at us, like, for acting that way. She's like, no, like, it's haram. Like, if any kid, doesn't matter who they are, if they ask you for food, you need to give them. And anyways, he's a sweet kid. He's all grown up now. And because of that, our families became so close. Like, that's how our families ended up knowing each other, and how my parents met his parents. And now they're like family friends and stuff. And they hang out all the time.
The beef stew, I saw it.
Interestingly, Michelle appears to be especially triggered by remembering the smell of the beef stew. Smell can be an important part of memory. Michelle has appeared detached while recalling most of what she did to Steven, but the sensory experience of this specific memory may have been difficult for her to push away. Her hands reach up toward her face, which is likely an adapter behavior signaling stress.
Maybe she's just itching her nose.
Yes.
Thanks, Katafi.
What did I do? Yeah.
Oh, sweet Emmy.
Closed the door and sat there with him for a while.
I wish there were more people like your mom. So my mom, you guys, is like an angel on earth. Like, she is so nice. But the thing is, she's like too nice. She puts people before herself. Like, no matter what, she'll put others before herself. And like, anytime anyone's in the hospital, she's the first one there to visit them, and she stays there overnight with them. Because a lot of people don't like to stay like overnight at the hospital with, you know, even if it's family members. It's uncomfortable and all of that. Like, no, not my mom. She'll stay and like as long as needed too. But anyways, I always say, like, I feel like that I think I'm too nice sometimes too. I should not put other people before myself. And this is something I'm still working on. But like, yeah. I'm like, I mean, I love my mom so much, but why'd I have to get that trait from her? It's tough.
So you didn't try to give him CPR, or you did?
Oh, after he was gone, after I'm like, after this happened.
Okay, so he stopped breathing at some point.
Started to get.
Did you ever give him CPR?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to do it, and I never.
So you never did give him CPR because you don't know CPR.
What do you mean?
You tell me that you gave him CPR.
You're not listening then.
That's what I'm asking. I don't want you to tell me.
Okay, it's like when I went to blow in his mouth. That's what I'm saying about the soup.
Mm-hmm.
Right on his nose. So I took it as, you are still breathing. So I'm doing like this. And then I heard something, I'm like, that's right. You know, I'm like, get up. He not up. When I'm doing like this, it's making, I can't explain it. It's just making,
Yes,
you know.
Laura, we do.
The officer is now trying to ascertain whether or not Michelle
Welcome,
made
Buddha.
any efforts at all to save her son's life.
Did you call for medical assistance?
After he died? No. After I stopped trying to do that, I just said yes to Juan. I was just looking at him.
Why not? Why didn't you call for somebody?
I was scared.
How did Stoney die?
My kids. Stoney, I meant to do it.
Excuse me?
With Stoney, I meant to do it. Like with Steven, I can't even say it was an accident, but it's not. If somebody dies from what you do to them, then it's that. But Stoney, I did mean to.
Michelle admits that with Stephen it was an accident, but she verbalizes awareness that Stephen died because of what she did to him. Her actions show at minimum a complete reckless disregard for his life.
How did this lady have kids? Why did she have kids if she's not going to love them?
She also admits she meant to kill Stoney and therefore has implicated herself for first-degree murder. Once she'd already killed one child and gotten away with it, killing someone else may have felt easier. After she admits that she intended to kill Stoney, Michelle looks away and then looks down, putting her hand on her face. This body language likely reflects that she was feeling guilty and didn't want to see the detective's face while she was making this confession.
After you finished holding him, what did you do with Stephen's body?
Throw this away.
You what?
Put it in the freezer.
Her whisper could indicate that she is ashamed of what she did.
Did you do anything? You just put him in the freezer. Did you put some clothes on him? What did you do? You just put him in the freezer as he was?
Well, he had this Paul Frank's blanket that he really like a lot. So I just wrapped.
You wrapped him in what kind of blanket?
It's like Paul Frank. You know the monkey Paul Frank on kids' clothing or.
That was his favorite blanket, Paul Frank?
It's like, it's a name brand, it has the monkeys on it, and it was a big comforter. It was blue and white with monkeys on it. And, like, I heard he used to argue with them, like, don't touch my blanket, you know what I'm saying? So I just wrapped him up in there.
Michelle becomes tearful now and shows emotion about her wrapping her son in a monkey-pattern blanket and freezing his dead body.
Is this their father?
Yes.
Okay.
They got in touch with him.
I don't know. You want them to?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let them know.
Is there any way you can find out if they got in touch with him yet? Because I know it's on the news.
Do you want?
And
would that make you feel more comfortable?
Yeah, 'cause they showing. Oh, it's no more comfortable. It's just they're showing the house and.
Yeah, they're getting in contact with them. They're not gonna let them see that. Your other ones. That's what you're worried about?
My kids.
Yeah.
The kids. They were with me.
I know, but they don't know what's going on, do they?
Yes.
They do?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if their dad, can somebody
Yeah, they're gonna
tell him before he sees it on news, because he knows my house and they were
Yeah.
already showing it.
They're doing that now. What did you do to your daughter, Stoney?
Can I tell you what happened with her before?
No, we're gonna get to
Okay,
that. I just need to know what you did to her, and then we're gonna get back to what she did. Okay?
So I'm gonna tell you what's leading up.
Tell me how you feel more comfortable. If that's how you feel more comfortable, you could tell me like that. But we're gonna get to that. I just kind of would rather you answer this question, and then you could tell me what, and then I'm gonna ask you what led up to it.
Okay. First, same thing. The very first thing, I punched her so hard because she was still doing that after he told me about Steven. And he said he was so scared of Stoney. I'm like, why wouldn't you tell me this? He said, because she kept saying that, don't say nothing, or she gonna beat me up and all that. Whatever, it's just.
So sorry, chat. Did I miss anything?
She had been still doing this after Steven.
When did you leave?
One day they were arguing about something, and they came in the room, and he said, don't sit next to me. I said, stop acting like that to her. She'll sister. He was like, oh, I don't want her to sit next to me. She needs me
She
anyway.
acts like a kid herself.
I said, me how? He was like, she used to kick me like this. I'm like, so why you never tell me? Then he started saying my diaper. Just got, I don't know. I'm like, what do you know, it's just started off with Stoney. And he ended up telling me Stoney was the one that to Steven first.
She wanted to explain why she killed Stoney before.
See what I'm saying?
How she did.
And I looked at her and I'm like, you sat here. We talked. We all talked to Steven together.
Michelle expresses more disdain for her daughter Stoney as she claims she continued to allegedly assault Alex after she killed Steven for doing the same thing. This is why she feels more justified in killing Stoney and freely admits she did so intentionally. It's possible that Michelle...
Her argument is really that because her kids were abusing the others, I decided to torture and kill them. So awful.
felt very angry with herself for punishing and
Also, oh, shout out Cincy. I was looking at the Discord, the H3 Discord the other day for the Ela vlog Q&A because we're gonna start getting to those for this week. And you asked some good questions, so thank you. I'm like, oh, I know that one.
killing Steven
If
after
you
she
have the
found
same
out that he may
username
have
over
been
there.
a victim first himself.
You ended up telling me Stoney was the one that to Steven first.
It does seem unlikely that if this was true, Steven never admitted that Stoney allegedly abused him during...
Oh my god, yes, that's me. Let's go. Yay! Hi, AB.
I'm officially a feminist.
What happened?
What happened? Dude, I did not know. What's up, chat? What's up,
Hi.
gang? Hope you guys having a good day.
We are.
I did not know. Don't let them see.
Oh, right.
I do not know how ladies online, they'll deal with the harassment you guys get. My God.
Yeah.
It's insane to me. I can't imagine, I feel like I've been through shit. I cannot imagine being Nadia or being Kat. Straight up. I cannot, it is nonstop, it's harassment of the lowest form. It's legit, harassment that if you were to make fun of their looks, I think it would be nicer. It is fucking horrid. It is so fucking horrid.
Wow, I can't imagine. Are they okay?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't watching the whole thing. I don't know. I couldn't tell when I first entered if Nadia was crying or not. But even how her career started was just harassment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's non-fucking stop. It's it's like people say, oh, people who aren't like regulars and hear me talking this way, they're like, oh, there's H3 and they're woke. You know what I mean? Like they think I'm woke because of H3 or whatever. But it's like, no, you know what I mean? Like I got educated about things through H3 and I learned like terminology and shit. But it's like, you're a decent person. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? They're like saying like, oh, Kat's just using Fuzi and she's such a cloud goblin. He went inside for a meeting and she went to cover him.
Yeah.
She went to cover him on stream. She's helping him.
Yeah, I was just saying about yesterday how nice it was to meet all of them, and especially Kat was so nice and like and so genuine.
Nice. Yeah. And it's like she tries to cover him, and as soon as he goes in, she's alone in the chat, and they're like, who is she? Oh, she thinks it's her stream. She's using him for clout. And it's like the girl's living out of a suitcase. Do you think like you fucking dogs? Like, do you think that she just like she doesn't? You know what I mean? Like. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Like, you think she's comfortable not knowing? You know what I mean? Like, don't even get me started on Nadia, how fucking mean they are to her. They like to belittle women. Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking. I was like, it has to be that they've never talked to, like, girls in their life. And, like, this is the one chance they, like, even getting a reaction out of them is, like, the most intimacy they're going to get out of a woman. So, yeah, I don't know.
So that's why you ended up calling to talk to her about it?
Yeah, my specialty is pissing people off. No,
Yeah.
I figured I'll distract them a little bit to piss them off. Because I'm like, nothing must, these fucks, they hate more than me calling. They're like, aren't you married? And I was like, I don't know if you know this. You could be married and have friends, or you could talk to another girl if you're married. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like...
Is that why you told me to watch out? Because haters will be incoming?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, no, Chad's been very lovely today, so.
Yeah.
Over here, I mean, yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Oh, shit, man. And, like, I feel bad because, like, Kat's, like, building an audience now off these people. Yeah. And it's like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, if I was in her position, of course, I would still do it, too. I would still take the opportunity. But it's like, it sucks. Sucks because... she's gonna feel like this is just what like online is, and she doesn't know that there's these beautiful people on the other side of the internet that have
like you guys.
Yeah, that have like fat fucking bunnies, and I'm
Shout
sorry, I just saw
Carolyn's.
I saw Carolyn's name.
So Carolyn! Hey!
I had to make fun of her bunny, but no. Straight up. Anyways, yeah, fuck you too, Carolyn, and your fat ass bunny.
Don't talk about her bunny.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
It was so hard for me. That's why I was going to finish what I was working on. I had to leave because like I was so enraged.
Peace. Okay. That was a lot. Process. It's really sad. Like, no matter how good of a person you are, it's like people can still just be so mean. The bunny is cute. Be ashamed of a guy named Native Ate It. The bunny, Carolyn's bunny is really, really cute, you guys. She sent us a photo. Oh, also, you guys, guess what we got? We got a really cute gifting from Carhartt. I guess the company is based in Dearborn, AB? The company is based in Dearborn, Michigan, our hometown. So they sent AB and I a very lovely package. Okay, let's do it. Gemma! That was Carolyn's bunny's name, Gemma. We hope Gemma is doing well. And we love her too. Okay, back to this now. Aww. You guys should collab with Kitty solo on stream soon. Give her time with a little bit of a different audience. Oh, I would love to. Like, I'm telling you guys, I really genuinely enjoyed her company yesterday. She was so sweet.
His days of torture.
So let me get this straight. So you're saying that when you told you that Stoney used to kick him and said something about his diaper. Yeah, he said something about his diaper. How do you get those two things out of? Because I don't see in that.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
Told you that Stoney used to kick him.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
said
I
about
need
his
to go
diaper.
into how it came out.
Okay.
Because they did not only just him, they was taking his food. It sounds petty. They blame things on him. But I fussed at him, but it wasn't him. They take his food. Even at school, Steven would get up and go grab his food. I'm like, y'all, I get $700 in snaps every month. Y'all eat. It's just like you steal when you see him in the hallway, you take jabs at him.
The officer asks Michelle how exactly Alex told her that Stoney was assaulting him.
Well, he started talking about, say we're sitting on the edge of the bed, and then we talking. And I looked at Stoney because after it happened, I told him, so if y'all did anything, I will hurt you. And he's like, we wouldn't hurt. You get what I'm saying? So we're sitting there. He started talking about his diaper. And I said, when did Stoney kick you? He said, she kicked me and I rolled. I said, as big as you are? He was like, I was little. He's talking about way back.
It's somewhat surprising that Alex recalls what occurred to him when he was still young enough to be in diapers, unless he wore diapers for an extended period of time, which could be the case. There may have been some kind of strain in her relationship with her oldest 2 children before Alex made claims about being abused.
And he's talking. It's like he felt confident. He's talking, telling me everything. And it's like, I don't know what to believe. But I know he's not lying because he's just going.
Okay.
I'm about to get to it. So when I said rolling, what do you mean rolling? How she roll you? You're big. She kicked the hell out of you like that to make you roll. And he says, I was little. She used to push me over with my cups and everything. And then she took my diaper off. And I said, what do you mean take your diaper off? He said, remember when I had the diapers and you can pull them off right here? She take my diaper off. She touched my butt. And I'm sitting here like, I just remember I felt hot as hell.
Here it seems like Michelle is describing how her uncontrolled anger and rage starts to build to a point where she doesn't think, she just reacts. This is typical of people with severe anger management issues. They go into blind rages and do things that they later regret. This moment of getting hot is likely similar to what happened when she harmed Steven prior to his death.
I just remember I felt hot as hell.
No.
Still, this doesn't explain the murders entirely, because we know that with Steven, the abuse went on for days. Blind rages are usually only momentary, and the person eventually comes to and realizes what they're doing. Michelle had time to realize what was happening to Steven and either stop the abuse or get medical help for her son. Needless to say, there's definitely plenty of evidence of premeditation here.
And it was like, and Mom, and she did that nasty stuff too. I said, what nasty stuff? And I'm looking at her and I just walked straight up to her. She said, nasty stuff. And I walked straight up to her and I did like this, put up against the wall. I said, what the did you do? I looked at her and I said, tell me now.
So you grab her. She's still breathing because you're asking her questions.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Do you squeeze tighter where she can't breathe? What do you do?
After he told me that, it was like she just slammed her.
So you grabbed harder?
Not grab. I just got it. I already had a good grip.
She's talking like this is all normal. Like this is okay.
So I did like this. How you sling somebody down. So after he said what he said, I just threw her down. I kicked her. She got up, was backing up, and I asked her, oh, have you been doing this to him too? And she was like, yes.
And she was doing that to Steven?
Yes. Did you do this? I'm looking at her, and then that's what kind of
right in her mind, she probably thinks she's protecting her other kids.
People was like, I ain't hanging
what did she
shoulder.
Say?
Sony? She said yes. Because it was right here telling everything basically.
Michelle admits that she choked Stoney while she confessed to the alleged assault. This makes it hard to judge how reliable the confession is, because she would have been fearful for her life at the time.
At what point do you kill Stoney?
It's only in the head.
And for anyone new here, these are her kids she's talking about, her own kids.
With what? It's like a little stick. What was that? It's like a stick.
Michelle takes a few long pauses before responding, which isn't her normal speech pattern. She struggles to say that she hit Stoney on the head, or maybe she hesitated because she was trying to remember what happened. Hitting Stoney in the head with a stick is a felony assault, as she's using a weapon to assault her.
Just a wooden stick? Yeah, but it's thick, you know what I mean? About this long. So I had it in my hand like this. And while I was talking to her, when I'm looking at her, and I'm just asking me, why did you do it? Tell me the truth. And she just came out. She was like, hurry, I couldn't. So I'm hitting her in her head, and I'm like, he was a baby.
Also, huge shout out to all the first time chatters. Thank you guys.
How big was it? About that big?
About this.
Oh God.
It was blue. I just started talking for a minute, and she was just quiet over here. And I just turned around and looked at her, and I went back to her. And I punched her again.
Oh.
And I just told her once, I mean, I just, same thing.
So he tells you some more stuff, you punch her, and then you tell her to go to her room?
Yes. No, I didn't just punch her once, though. You know what I'm saying? It went on for a while.
Michelle offers details that the officer doesn't ask for. This shows that she feels justified about what she did. Instead of minimizing her behavior as most suspects do, she clarifies to let the officer know it was more severe.
She was up in her room for like 2 days. I wouldn't talk to her. After the first day I found out, I did what I did by going there and give her food.
Laura's Lava, thank you for the gifted.
I get pissed at myself that I gave her food because y'all was stealing food from him every day. That's why he goes to sleep hungry and wake up hungry. So
okay, so you give her food.
I stopped giving her so much. So I fed her like twice a day. And I didn't touch her for a while.
Let me ask you this. Did you at some point, stop giving her food, period?
What you mean?
Did you starve her?
Basically.
Oh.
It went down from 2 times a day to 1, and it was only oatmeal. Oatmeal and water.
Like Stephen, Stoney didn't die in the heat of Michelle finding out about the abuse. She was slowly and methodically killed by being repeatedly harmed, starved, and tortured. This evidence shows another premeditated killing.
So you basically starved her, right? Is that how she dies?
No.
Okay. There's more? Tell me more.
Okay, so...
How long does this go on for?
Maybe almost 2 weeks. But the hitting wasn't.
Just a starvation?
I did mess her up that first day.
Huh?
I did mess her up bad that first day. She was still walking around, and I don't know. I was functioning, but I take her little food up to her, and I even go up and I sit in the corner and I just talk to her and I look at her like. We talk for a second, I just keep saying, how did you do this? And I just talk about all of us and what we were supposed to be like, and I just leave the room.
This again shows Michelle's depravity, because just like with Stephen, she went from talking to these children, which is something that's done when a person is in a more calm and rational mental state, to then inflicting abuse that ultimately killed the children.
This is what I'm trying to get to him, trying to tell her. Give me a hug. Say, you don't love your brother, you can't tell him that. She says he's retarded. He heard her say that. He's retarded. He's annoying. Yeah. And she just went, oh. She cried because I wanted her to give him a hug. And I said, you don't love him? And she was like, no. I punched her, and I told her to say it again. She's saying no, like, it hurts you. You hate him that much. You don't want to hug him.
And so what did you do when she did that?
She blew pipe.
Excuse me?
the blue pipe, the wood thing.
Was it a pipe or a stick?
Well, it was, you know, you can, I guess you can, it's a wooden, but I call it a pipe because it's, if you hold it in your
rounded?
hand, yeah, and it's blue.
Where did it come from?
One of the bed parts, like, you know what I mean?
What, was it metal or was it wood?
It's wood.
And it was about a foot
It was
long?
thick.
Okay. Okay, so you hit her with that?
Yeah, when I say thick, it was thin, but it was sturdy. That's what I'm saying. Like it, you know. I hit her with that.
Where did you hit her at?
I hit her in her head, mostly in her head. She had
several times.
A lot, yes. Like, little lumps everywhere.
So she survived that assault?
Yes, and she was fine. Not fine, but she was mobile.
Okay, so what happens then? Does she go to her room?
Well, that's, no, okay, so I'm trying to get to this part, but I'll finish this out. And I'm looking at her like, what the f? And I just grabbed her, and I went in the closet, just got a towel, and just put it right here, and I put ice wrap in it. So
She's just spilling like all the tea and like so casually, like she didn't do anything wrong. Just casually explaining how she tortured and killed her own children.
Work in the bed and just keep it back. She asked me because she sit up. So I said, okay.
You said you go in the closet and grab a towel?
Yeah, go in the closet. It's a washcloth. And I put ice in it and put it up here, but she said it hurts. And she was sleepy, so I let her go to sleep. I know I told her to go to her room. And after I finished helping her with this, I went and drank.
You go drink?
Go sit in the basement. No, I don't.
You went to the basement to drink?
Yes.
Michelle may be using alcohol to cope with her emotions.
She said she doesn't do any drugs, even alcohol or anything. She said she had weed once. That's it.
She doesn't allege that she has diminished capacity due to her drinking, nor would that be a viable defense, as she can clearly recall details of the days that led to her children's deaths.
You know everything you're doing is what?
Wrong. I know that. And it's like, I can't explain to you. I was in between, like, crying, like, what the you doing? It's just your kids. And when I got right back in her face, and I like, just the fact that you told her, I can't, I used to tell my baby, she's not going to save you. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to save you. So he told me that, I'm telling you. He said, thank you for saving me. He said that, no. I just don't understand why you didn't tell me about her sooner, and that still wouldn't have been happening.
Michelle clearly understands right from wrong. This shows her criminal intent, or intention to commit the crime, which is relevant when charging someone with murder.
So what ended up happening?
Smothered.
Smothered. You smothered her?
Yes.
She again exhibits shame by her lowered tone of voice.
Was it that same night? You go to the basement, you drink?
Oh, no. I get like that. No. This was a while later.
Like a day, 2 days later?
No, maybe days, because...
Like how many days?
I don't know. But,
well, you need to know, Michelle.
Right?
My eyes okay? Yeah, it's my contacts bother me sometimes. That's all. It's kind of drying out a little.
You just go upstairs and you smother her?
No.
Okay, tell me what.
This is, I want to say after, it's like I didn't touch her again.
For a few days?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're going on in the second week now, and I'm just...
Native, you didn't leave a message. You just said you have a message.
How's my...
So what is it?
The conversation we had about, and I smothered her.
Okay, but I want you to walk me through it. So... Do you go upstairs and just say, you know what, I'm going to smother her, and you just smother her?
No.
Or do you
I
guys
can't
have a
believe the conversation we're listening to right now.
Where at?
In her room.
Okay.
So I came in and I sat down.
So you go in her room?
Yeah. And I scared her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I only didn't use them today because you weren't here.
I sat down in front of her. So you wake up. She basically wake up and saw my face, and she was like this. And
poor AB has to listen to this, too.
I just kept asking.
Let's get a quick palate cleanser.
I know.
And I think tomorrow or like Thursday is like the perfect time to like get back to it because
I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow, to be honest, because I'm going to Chicago or Miami this weekend. I'm literally just gonna chill tomorrow. I'm gonna use it as a reset day. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna go to the doctors. I'm gonna get my eyebrows done. I'm gonna go to TMS. I'm gonna get an acai
That's
bowl.
great.
I'm
That's
gonna go to
great,
the gym.
Fusi.
I'm gonna do it
Self-care
all
is very
around
important.
the entire day. No Nadia, no Jasmine, no nobody.
yeah, I think that's important.
I think so
I
too.
think that's like exactly
His chat is
what you
saying
need.
you deserve it.
Oh, I don't even know what to wear for Jasmine tonight. I'll wear something nice.
Oh.
Well, you got the new Teddy Fresh.
Oh.
No, I gotta dress up, like button up. Left lane.
When you get over, do you only look at this? Like, you trust this?
Yeah. But I've been driving Tesla a long time, so I know the blind spots.
Yeah, like the blind spots are.
You guys are saying this isn't a palate cleanser because his new chatters were being toxic.
Oh my.
Right now, his
Yeah.
his chat seems pretty positive.
I have a Porsche.
Yeah, I love my car. It's my baby. I got her before I moved to Miami. She's been neglected.
Just had so many trolls earlier. Oh yeah, Evie was telling me.
For like a month now. How do you
That's
not
sad.
know where we're going? The GPS is right there.
I'm sorry, I'm not good at GPS.
Sorry guys, I'm just like reading his chat.
Knowing where I'm going.
Don't turn, just go straight and park me on the side of the road right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Right here.
That's fine.
Oh, he turned it to his sub only chat. You guys know something so funny that happened?
Oh, thank you.
The other day, we were doing like a anyways, we were competing with another streamer. Well, by we I mean myself. AB took a nap. We were streaming on his Twitch, and then he took a nap, so it was just me, and we were competing with another streamer about something. And then his viewers kept coming in our chat to say, "Oh, we're gonna win! Oh, the Brazilians all the way!" Blah blah blah. So it was a fierce competition with them, and so anyways, I asked Avery to change it to follower only chat, and you have to have followed and for at least 10 minutes before you can start chatting. Anyways, at the end of the night, with that, I don't want to say his name again. Anyways, at the end of the night, we're back to normal business. AB's back. Everything's all good, goofs and gaffs. And then Kat rated us. And we're like, oh my God, thank you so much, Kat. We're saying all these nice things to her. And then eventually, like 10 minutes later, she's like, hi. She's like, I wasn't able to chat because I wasn't following for 10 minutes yet. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then AB just gave me the look. He's like, what is she talking about? I'm like... I was like, I kind of changed your settings while you were away, so I felt so bad. And there was like so many like new viewers that day, so we probably lost so many because they came over and couldn't chat. So, oops. But we live and we learn, right?
Are you ready to apologize?
Now, when you asked her if she was ready to apologize, what did she say?
She said,
It's live in Lena.
there's nothing wrong with my son, that's all I know.
Nobody's saying what's wrong with your son. What did she say, though? When you said, are you ready to apologize to what did she say?
She doesn't want to apologize to him.
So she said no?
Yeah, but it's like, it wasn't a flat out no. It's like, I am sorry for doing it to somebody, but you're not sorry for doing that to him? This is what I'm saying, like...
What did she say? What did she say?
She just looked at me.
So she didn't say
went
nothing?
like this. Stony doesn't do that. She's it's hard to get answers out of. She's like, you know, and I'm like, Stony, are you
So she never
going to
said no?
apologize? She was saying no a couple days before, and that's what she keeps saying no. So I'm like, are you ready to apologize to him?
This is so awful. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I get it for the purpose of the investigation, but they're letting her ramble and go into detail about her torturing her poor kids.
She just said, I'm sorry for doing it to. How are you not sorry for your brother?
She said she was sorry for doing it to what?
No, I misspoke. Not for doing it. She said, I'm sorry for doing it, period, to somebody. But you're not going to say you're sorry for doing it.
If the whole abuse story is in fact some sort of delusion, and if Michelle does have a history of being abused herself, then this scene that Michelle is describing almost seems like she's trying to elicit that apology for herself. It's possible that Michelle may have been having conflict with Stephen before she murdered him, and possibly also with Stoney when she targeted her. The conflict could have been related to other issues, and this may have triggered Michelle to choose Stoney and Stephen as the guilty ones. Since her claims of the abuse towards Alex weren't confirmed, it's important to consider the very likely possibility that Michelle wasn't really defending Alex. It's very possible that this tragedy that occurred in Michelle's home was the result of long-standing child abuse inflicted by Michelle onto her children. When childhood abuse is chronic, and when the parent inflicts severe forms of abuse that cause serious injury to the children, there's a risk of the parent one day going too far.
Aww. Oh, not about this. Oh, I'm so sorry. First time chatter. Also happy to have found you on here. I had to check out Fousey's stream, and then yours was recommended. Thank you and welcome. What's what? Saw Fousey the thumbnail had to come. Thumbnail. Oh, because we were checking in on him. Yeah, and then also someone just said that he just got home and is about to scold the F out of chat. I kind of want to see that. Oh, Muffy. Okay. Oh, that's from the stream. I thought AB just flushed the toilet.
Come on.
Let's hear it. Oh my god, that's right. He has 7,000 viewers. That's awesome. Wow.
All right, y'all. As I said, I'm gonna go inside right now and have a real conversation. I would appreciate if a moderator or somebody clips what I'm gonna say. And if after I say what I have to say, you feel like this isn't the community for you and you don't want to be here, I completely understand.
Oh my god, he's gonna
And I
put
need to
out
have
a
talk
statement.
that I should have had if I'm living.
He's gonna make a PSA.
Muffin. Muff. Come on. I'm gonna take you on a walk tomorrow, Muffin. We're gonna go to a dog park. Hey, oh, we can't. I have a busy ass day tomorrow. Thursday, I'm taking Muffin to a dog park.
Just had someone give the man a uke. He does. He needs a ukulele. Oh, I didn't mean to.
Muffin, you haven't been eating your food. Muffin, why haven't you been eating your food? This is the second day in a row, Muffin. No, I can't keep giving you snacks only. No, Muffin. Why aren't you eating?
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Why aren't you eating? Oh, there's fucking flies? What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Yo, what the fuck are these little gnats?
Oh, that's why she's not eating it. Poor Muppet has been eating gnats. Danny, thank you for the subby.
Nobody panic. I literally put that food for her today. It was brand new. I don't know why there's flies.
Lacey, thank you for the subby. Betty said, if my dog doesn't eat within a few hours, the fruit flies start coming. Yeah. That's usually how it goes. It would be cute if you and Evie could pet sit Muffin. Oh my god, I would love to.
W Dad. Let's see if that tricked her.
He W dad did it himself.
Eat.
Aw, see, it was just the gnats.
Let's see if she finessed me or if that worked. Let's see. Let's watch her eat. Let's watch her eat. Yo, shout out to 7,000 G7 members here right now.
Including
I'd have
us.
a real heart to heart with y'all.
Yeah, we're here for it. We're here for
Eat.
Fuzi's announcement.
Do you really have to go over there every time, Muffin? It's really not that necessary.
Can we get back to our video until he starts? We'll check back in.
Eat.
Wow, he has 7.3K viewers. That is awesome. Okay, let's do it.
The abuse can easily turn deadly, which seems to be what occurred with Stoney and Stephen. It seems that Stoney's death was more so a direct murder, unlike Stephen, who died as a result of the abuse.
Awful.
Maybe because Michelle felt that what Stoney did was worse than what Stephen did. Plus, she later learned that Stephen had been allegedly abused by Stoney. So this caused Michelle to see Stephen as a victim like Alex and like herself.
So you punched her?
Yes.
More than once?
It was basically really fast. I punched her. She actually hit me back. You know what I mean? Because I punched her so hard. Well, she reached up and she hit me back, so I slammed her on the ground. And I'm holding like this. She looked up and she
Oh, that's what you do? I should maybe.
I just picked it up and I put it on her neck. She really fighting back, you know what I'm saying?
When you say put it around her neck, what do you mean? You tied it or you held it? You choked her?
I put it on her neck, and first I was in front of her, but as we tussling, and we both fell, cause I'm heavier, you know, and I'm holding it, but that's still not what did it. And yes,
Man,
I
guys,
did.
this is just such an awful case. I kind of want to just... All we're hearing is the details of her, how she tortured and killed her kids. Maybe we just go to the end and see, like, what punishment she gets. Because honestly, that's all I care about.
It's gone. It's nobody's fault. It's gone.
No. No, what do you mean it's nobody's
like
fault?
how she is. She confident. She quiet. People mess with her stuff. Okay, it's like, so let them talk. I'm the one like, that. They mess with you. I'm, about to go beat the ass. Don't mess with them. It's like.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michelle. Please tell me they sentence her. Yep.
It's like, something like that happens. It's like you don't have to feel like he was crushed or like nobody's gonna give a about him.
Michelle signs the notes taken by the officer, swearing that they're accurate. This is less necessary than it was years ago, since almost all interrogations are videotaped, but it's done here to avoid retractions or allegations that the officer lied or misconstrued the suspect's words in her notes.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay?
Following the interrogation, Michelle was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. An examination of the bodies revealed that 9-year-old Stephen died from blunt force trauma and what was described as thermal injuries in 2012, while 13-year-old Stoney was killed in 2013 from blunt trauma to the head. Michelle kept both of the bodies in the deep freezer in the family's living room for around 3 years until their discovery when she was evicted. When she went to trial, Michelle told the judge that she still felt no remorse and even doubled down by stating that she would have killed Stephen and Stoney again,
oh my God,
referring to them as demons. Still, prosecution made it clear that they didn't find any evidence that Alex had been assaulted by his siblings. In fact, there's no evidence that the alleged victim or his older sister ever corroborated the story Michelle told investigators. While she was in prison during her trial, one of the other prisoners who had been housed in the same block as Michelle came forward with a shocking claim. They alleged that, among other things, Michelle told them that she'd made up the entire story that her son had been assaulted by his siblings so that people will have sympathy for her.
You thought that's how
This
it would
person
work?
also stated that Michelle told them that she threatened her oldest daughter into helping with the deaths of her siblings. According to court documents, it was reported that her eldest daughter alleged Michelle forced her to carry Stoney's body and put it in the freezer. Neither of these claims have ever been proven, nor was anyone besides Michelle charged with any crimes connected to this case. In less than 4 months, Michelle was charged, convicted, and sentenced. In June of 2015, Michelle pled guilty and said she would have accepted the death penalty if it had been an option in Michigan. Instead, she was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole. This leaves the question of what happened to Michelle's remaining 2 children after her arrest. Well, in 2017, it was reported in the news that her oldest, then 19, was graduating high school and had plans to go to college, while her youngest son had been adopted and was thriving in school.
Sad, family broken up. It's so sad to, like, even begin to think what happened to those kids. What really, like, because obviously she was lying about everything. The story must have been way worse than what she was even explaining. Okay. Tell us. Show us what you got, Fuzi.
I love y'all more than words can describe. I don't need to say that. Y'all have heard that. You know how
Maybe
much I
Fuzi is making a public announcement.
What I'm doing right now, I think where it got miscommunicated is I'm not doing a subathon as a Twitch streamer. And what I mean by that is, like when Kai Cenat did his subathon, he sat with a group of people, he came up with ideas, they had a plan for 30 days. There was a lot of people, like they were doing it, they knew it was an operation. It was a subathon, it was an operation. Brand deals involved, investors involved, all that stuff. You might have joined this new, and so you might join on day 17, 18 and be like, oh, this is the same thing. I don't have a manager. I don't have a brand deal person. I don't have anybody helping me with this. This wasn't an operation.
It's a one-man
started
show.
For money. This wasn't an operation started for anything like that. And to even go further than that, I'm not doing stuff for content. Yes, I go have fun and I take you guys places and we do Top Golf. But you guys are watching my actual life. I'm not doing stuff that I don't normally do in my actual life. Tomorrow I'm taking you to TMS. That's the treatment I talked about on H3 that cured my depression. I'm taking you all to the doctor's appointment where they're putting a camera down my throat to see what's going on with my voice. I'm getting my eyebrows done. Like, it's my real life. It's not a show. I know it feels like a reality show, and I know a lot of the times when I'm playing the character, and when I mean playing the character, I'm not being fake, but I'm like, obviously, like, I'm in on it. I'm in on the joke, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not acting, like, clueless as to what's going on. But you guys are watching my actual life. The relationships I'm forming with people, the people I'm meeting, the successes that are happening, private phone conversations with my mom. Doing a 24/7 subathon does not mean you have to have private discussions with your mom about if she's happy about your stuff. Some people literally have texted my mom to say, look what your son is doing. So that's already as invasive as it can get.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing this for content. I'm not doing this for money. Obviously, I'm making money. Obviously. And I'm grateful for every cent. I'm grateful. Like, obviously, the reason my dad is stressing so much about don't buy this car, don't do this. My whole family is rooting on me right now. My whole family is counting on me to not fail. You heard my mom in this voice note. I'm going to let you hear it one more time. She literally said, I can't take it if you were to fall again. This is my entire life. Listen to what my mother said.
I know it's your life. You need to live it your way. But
Aww.
to see you fall again, I can't handle it no more.
That's my mother. That's my mother telling me that if I fall again, if I falter, if I fall like I've done every single time, she can't handle it. The last time she said that was during these 9 months of depression when she was crying and she said, Yusuf, and she said this with love. I know this is a hurtful comment, but she said it with love. She said, Yusuf, you're killing your Baba and I. Your Baba's sad. He's depressed. I'm not trying to give you all a sad sob story. I'm not trying to give you all parasocial farming or whatever it was called. Like,
What,
so much shit is
parasocial
being thrown
farming?
at me
I never
that
heard
I
of
don't even
that.
know about.
Yeah, me
I didn't
too,
even
man.
know that you call your top supporters Oilers. To me, that's derogatory and disrespectful. Why would I call you a fucking Oiler when you're literally supporting me with your hard-earned money and changing my life? I don't follow Twitch rules. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I'm streaming my actual life. The reason I called it The Truman Show
Oh,
is
drama
I
farming,
guarantee
okay.
you not a single Twitch streamer will ever be able to duplicate this. There's a streamer...
Aw, his mom used to have a cooking channel. She's so sweet. That does sound so
I guarantee
sweet.
you it won't even get close to this. Because it's not as pure. It's not as authentic. It's not as like here. I am here with you. So I say all that to say, why am I saying all this? Why am I saying all this? I said all this to say, I've talked about this from the beginning. The heartbeat of this operation is you. Yes, I'm doing everything, putting you into my life. It's my stream. To everyone who says main character syndrome, it's my stream. But you guys are the heartbeat of it. And I need y'all to be G7. I am not. I'm 33. I've been there, done that. You heard my mom saying she can't handle fall. If somebody offered me $5 million right now to go to Kick, but if I went to Kick, they said you were going to have the most toxic community on the stream. They're going to hate. They're going to send hate donos. They're going to hate on your guests. They're going to do this. I would say, fuck the 5 million. I'm happy exactly with where I'm at. I'm not trying to build up a community of degenerates and hate. I don't care that much about this shit. I don't care that much about clout. I don't care about that much about money.
Hyper said that Taylor Swift needs to do this for her fans.
I don't care. Everybody should believe in themselves. My name is Yusuf Salah Arakat. I've been through the mud time and time again, and you've heard so many countless people say, whatever Yusuf puts his mind to, he'll achieve. If I lost streaming tomorrow, people always say, oh, your life would be over. No, it wouldn't. I'm a fucking hustler. I'm Palestinian. My dad came to this country with $0 in his bank account. No
Yes!
college
Oh
degree,
my god.
not
Sorry,
a
please,
bank
just
loan,
1 sec.
opened up a deli.
Jessa Dow, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you, fam.
I know how to hustle. I almost signed up for Uber. I didn't care what people were going to say. What? You're going to shame me for putting food on my family's table? You're going to shame me for making a living? Go fuck yourself. So no, if I lost streaming, it's not the end of me. It's not. I could go back to school.
Thanks so much, Jess.
School. I could become a doctor right now if I wanted. That's the biggest piece of advice my mom gave me these last 9 months.
Yeah, it seems like his chat is really receptive to his message right now.
To right now, you could go back to school and become a doctor by the time you're 40. I don't need this. So all I'm asking you, I'm not trying to ruin anybody's vibes. I'm not trying to ruin anyone's nights.
Just said,
I'm not trying to make you watch a stream you don't enjoy watching.
Oh my god, LOL Fusi, I've been following his recent streaming journey and it's genuinely so interesting. He seems like a cool dude. Yes, we've been following as well, and we've been taken back by how wholesome and sweet and endearing it's been seeming, and very, very entertaining. It's amazing how he can go like just stream 24/7 and keep it entertaining the whole time.
The least bit of, I'm not even looking at chat. The least amount of things that I'm asking is just respect. And not only for me. I know we were making a joke about it in Houston. I would meet a girl in Houston. Within the hour, people would DM her on Instagram.
Bunch of W's in his
Fushi
chat.
said this about you. Fushi said that about you. You're a whore. You're this. That's not cool. It's not. Treat the women on my streams with respect. Treat the men on the streams with respect. Disrespect me all you want. Use me. Not the girls I bring on stream. Not the guys I bring on stream. And I know I'm very, very parasocial and I let you guys into my life and I let you vote things. But you have to understand that there's boundaries there. I haven't made a decision on, I know I'm going around looking at houses. I haven't made a decision if I'm going to live with Nadia. But if I come to the decision that I don't want to live with Nadia, I want to come to that conclusion on my own. I want to weigh out the options. I want to know, like, I don't like this. I'd rather be at home right here where I'm very comfortable. But let me make that.
Yep, I agree,
Please.
Avery. That's so true.
I'm talking to you guys like I would a friend right now, like I would family, and I'm trying to show you nothing but respect. That's pretty much it, man. I'm not asking for much. I swear to you. I'm not asking for much.
He's not.
Hate on
He's
me,
asking for
talk about
decency.
me, call me gay. Call me whatever you guys call me. I am gay, by the way. Call me whatever you call me. but just have respect. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
We love you too.
I have to pray Maghrib right now. And then I have to get ready for my date because I'm taking Jasmine out to a hopefully very respectful,
Oh, damn. I wish we
fun
can
date.
follow that, you guys. I'm actually about to end right now. Because we finished our True Crime Tuesday.
Creepy.
Oops, sorry. Until we meet again on Thursday. So, thank you guys again for all the subbies, all the follows, and please join me in rating Fousey after that beautiful, well-spoken message. Yes, good night, everybody. I love you guys all. Let's go. Let's see the Lena Star Killers in chat. I love when I see the emotes. Thank you guys so much. And see you all on Thursday for True Crime Thursday. Okay. I'll just wait till the raid train picks up a little bit. Hype. I see hype in the chat. Good night, Kendall. Good night, all you lovely, lovely people. Okay, should we wait till 300 or just get going? 288. Let's go. Good night, everybody.